Excuse me, guys. Alhamdulillah. I want to say something. I want to stay humble, but I have to talk because your guys talk too much. And you know what interesting? I understand how crazy power UFC PR machine. Your guy, beginning of the year, he tap like chicken. End of the year, he fight for the title. Crazy. Hey, you know, guys, this is true. This is not trash talking. Hey, guys, Irish only 6 million. Russian 150 million. I want to fight for your chicken because this is #1 easy fight in lightweight division. Alhamdulillah, everything God gave me.
It feels like Khabib was one of the hardest puzzles to solve in all of mixed martial arts. If you were to face Khabib, do you think, how would you go about solving that puzzle? Like, almost, the question is almost from a jiu-jitsu perspective too. What do you do with a guy that's exceptionally good at controlling position, especially on top, very good at wrestling and taking down and controlling position? Like, let's say, so forget maybe striking, on the ground, how do you solve that guy? Like, what do you do with your guard if you get taken down? Or do you create an entire system of not getting taken down or escaping? It's like, what ideas do you have for that?
Well, I guess I would say, in my mind, fighting is a game of trading energy. There's two things. There's damage and there's energy. So, like, when I say energy, I mean like tired, not tired, how much gas you've got, and then damage counts obviously as well. I could be feeling great, and then you get to kick me in the head really hard 3 times. It doesn't matter that I could get up and run a mile. I can't get up. So anyway, I think what Khabib does is so well is he makes the fight look like a Khabib Nurmagomedov fight. He does a great job of avoiding damage on the feet for the most part, and really sucking the life out of people with how suffocating and oppressive his control is. His chain wrestling is as good as anyone we've ever seen in the UFC. It's fantastic. That poses a really serious threat for people that need to maintain a certain amount of space and try to hurt him on the feet, because unless they're able to inflict an adequate amount of damage, they're gonna, each time, let's say him taking them down as a foregone conclusion at some point. If every single time Khabib takes you down, you get right back up, it's not that big a deal. Because it's actually more, we've all experienced this. Let's say you and I are rolling, you tap me 15 times in one round. Who's more tired? Probably you are.
Yeah.
You whoop my ass so badly that it's like you're the only one working. But
so if you're comfortable with the up and down of it, like being taken down,
if you don't get hurt badly or tired on the bottom, you have a chance. But that doesn't involve just cracking him on the feet before he gets a hold of you.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to ask. That's a lot to ask.
That's difficult to do. It seemed actually like Conor, it seemed like it when he was being kind of taken down, or the takedown attempts against Khabib, he seemed to be somewhat relaxed through the whole thing. I
thought he was doing well, actually. I think that particularly for the first round, I thought he did a very good job. It's just one of those things that I think, like, Khabib the fight's taking place in Khabib's world in large part. And I mean, set aside that one giant, right hand that Khabib hit Conor with. By the way, Conor reacted like an absolute champion. He got crushed by that overhand and then dropped, and his eyes went right back on Khabib. It was immediate, positive, great response. So even though that was, I think, that was a bit of a surprising thing, Conor reacted really, really well. But if you're going to be on bottom with Khabib for 4 rounds, that's going to be tough. And also, Conor's a way better grappler than people like to give him credit for. But he's not the type of grappler that's too tall of an order. But there are grapplers that could do that, or at least would have a much, much better shot at being able to weather that type of a storm.
Do you see yourself being able to be relaxed through that kind of storm?
Yes.
Well, I guess.
Remember, being savagely beaten is very relaxing.
The timing of that answer was like, okay, that's a dumb question.
No,
that's ultimately the goal of jiu-jitsu, is to be relaxed through the fire. Right?
For sure. And remember, like every UFC fighter, I win all hypothetical matchups.
Yeah, for sure. That's true.
fucking hell.
Unbelievable.
Dude.
That was. It's really weird sometimes when you, in any sport, I don't care what it is, when you see somebody, Jordan in his prime, you just can't cover the guy. It's almost like he's the only one on the court.
Yeah.
Nurmagomedov, it was like he was the only one in the cage.
It was like everything was
crazy.
inevitable. Everything was inevitable. The takedown was inevitable. The beatings were inevitable. Even if you hit him, congratulations. Now you're on your ass. You're getting punched in the face over and over again. You can't get up. You're getting mauled. Like immediately.
And against an excellent fighter. Excellent. People forget Barboza is amazing.
Amazing.
And he made him look like he's... the look on his face when he got up. When Barboza was like, hey, you were better than me. It was almost like a shrug. It wasn't even mad. It was just when you see somebody that much better, it's back to the drawing board. When I really look at fighters, when I really focus on them, especially the face, in between rounds, I look for that breaking moment of Vitor Belfort, Randy Couture, and he's sitting on the ground, didn't even sit on a stool, just sat on the ground like beat. And I'm like, this guy's beat. It's when you look at them in between rounds and you see that like, what am I doing in here? That's when the men from the boys mentally speaking. And in Bellator, Patricio Pitbull, I remember when he fought Daniel Strauss, he was getting beat up for like 4 rounds, and every round he looked like Lemmy Adam. And he won toward the end of the 4th round with a rear naked choke. He just never quits, and I always look for that breaking moment, man. Yeah. That's what really separates the guys who are mentally 100% there on those horns.
But Nurmagomedov just mauled him. I mean, mauled him in a way that you go, oh God,
you're not even there.
He's just on such another level that the odds of you beating him drop so substantially after the first minute and a half. After you saw the look on Barboza's face. There's like 2 minutes plus into the first round, and he's trying to get up. You see the look in his face. He's like, fuck, how am I going to deal with this?
Yeah.
Like, this is so next level.
Looking back, my life has been nothing but failure. The tale of Jiraiya the Gallant.
Well, he's a beast, dude. That motherfucker.
So intelligent. People ask me all the time, is he strong? I mean, he's strong. I don't know if he's the strongest guy I've ever fought, but he's strong at all. They're all strong. Nothing overwhelming or that really surprises me. It's just his understanding of balance and weight placement was incredible, dude. Like, I've been fighting in wrestling a long time as well, but he just knew where my weight was and where it needed to be for me to stay up with his foot trips. It's hard to explain, man, but he's good.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, his positioning. He's so good at taking guys down and holding them down. It's kind of stunning. You know, it's like part of me doesn't want him to come back because I just love the fact that a guy escaped with 29-0.
Yeah.
It's a pretty impressive record, you know, and fought everybody. Mauled everybody, got to the top, fought the best guys, fought Justin, you know, silenced Connor, just did the thing, you know, got out.
Yeah.
And it's obviously a great man, you know, on top of being a great fighter. He's a great man.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 34 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by technical submission due to a triangle choke and still undefeated and the UFC undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
And now, without question, the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, 29-0, Khabib Nurmagomedov. The world is in awe of your greatness once again. I will give you as much time to gather your emotions, but I see your cornermen taking the gloves off. Your thoughts on an epic championship performance tonight. Congratulations.
Alhamdulillah. First of all, I want to say Alhamdulillah. God give me everything. Thank you for these guys with me and with my father more than 20 years. All my team, aka with Coach Khab, I love him so much. All my team. Thank you. Today, I want to say it was my last fight. And no way I'm gonna come here without my father. It was first time when, after what happened with my father, when UFC called me about Justin, I talked with my father, my mother, 3 days. She don't wanna I go fight without father, but I promise her it's gonna be my last fight. And if I give my word, I have to follow this. It was my last fight here. I know only one thing, what I want from UFC Tuesday. You guys have to put me on #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world because I deserve this. And UFC undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion, 13-0, 13 in UFC, 29 in all my pro MMA career, you know. Oh, I think I deserve it. And one more thing. I want to say thank you, Lorenzo, Fertitta. Thank you, Dana, Hunter, all guys. Thank you so much. And of course, I don't forget about Joe Silva, who signed me here in UFC. Joe Silva, thank you. All this UFC team, everybody around the world, this all pandemic stuff, they're doing great show, you know. Thank you so much, Justin. 2016, I remember when I cut weight, you helped me a lot. Thank you, brother. This is fight without cage. I know you're great, man. I know how you take care of your close people. I know a lot of things about you. Be close with your parents because one day it's gonna happen something because you never know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You never know. And thank you, guys. Thank you, coach. I love you so much. My teammates, Ali Abdulaziz, Rizwan. Oh, alhamdulillah. Today is my last fight here in UFC.